Hello my viewers, this video is about the 10-inch Visual Land Android tablet. What we have here, has Android 4.4. As you can see, I have my Baker distributing app right here, and I have SimCity. It comes, I mean, you can put all sorts of different applications on this tablet. It's comes with a keyboard that's pretty much external, and if you want to, you can completely disconnect the tablet from the keyboard. Okay, see, and simply use this as a handheld tablet, using your finger to do everything. You can let's see, you can go on the internet. For example, let's see, I'll open Chrome here, and let me get to something here that's okay. Alright, here we are at a website, and you can use this the tablet pretty much just with your finger, even though it does come with a stylus right here. Okay, I prefer just using my finger. I tried using the stylus, but it really, sorry, but my finger does, I think, a much better job. Let's say you get tired of using your tablet. All you have to do, it's real easy, turn it off right here, plug it in to charge, whatever you want to do, or just let it sit. Then later on, when you want to play with your tablet again, just go ahead and press the on button and swipe it to turn it on, and boom, there you are. You don't have to boot it up from a complete boot every single time like you do like a PC or something. It's great so that you can get on the internet, moment's notice, or check your email, things like this. Alright, now some of the downsides I've noticed with this particular tablet is mostly right here with the keyboard. One thing I've noticed is you have to be especially careful with this, or these little clips here that hold the tablet into place they'll break off. This one hasn't broke yet, but definitely this one flew out of there. I may have to glue this back in or something. And the other thing I've noticed that I don't really like about this particular tablet, or rather with the keyboard, one thing I've noticed is when you plug this in, okay, and when it's sitting in the inside of the keyboard itself, okay, it's not very well protected. Even when I had this totally closed, this little port here will become a problem. If somebody comes along and bumps into it or whatever, it'll break something, you can bet on it, and it probably might just destroy this entire tablet. So there is, of course, the keyboard. Has a lot of functionality or function keys and things that tend to confuse, and then somehow or another that seems to seize up every now and then, where you actually have to go and unplug the keyboard and reset this, otherwise your keyboard isn't going to act properly. So if you really don't need any of these special function type keys or special character type of keys, don't even play with it, because it'll just tend to mess up what you're doing. Like if you're typing a letter to somebody. Just a little heads up there. If your computer, if this computer tends to get a little on the sluggish and slow side, you're really better off to do a complete fresh shutdown, and show you what you would do in that case. So you go ahead and just take and press this down, okay, and until this pops up. Right, you want to power it off, okay, and then tablet will shut down. Say OK, and then it will shut down completely. Now when you do that, it'll actually take and reset the computer, so that it'll get rid of any little errors and things like that. That's really a good feature. And then when you want to turn it back on, hold the button, the on-off button that is, right here, down until the screen comes up, and then just let it boot up, which might take a minute or so for it to boot up from a cold start. And then you should be good for quite a while. Other thing I found about the sound on Visual Land is kind of weird, where if you're listening to the sound, you almost have to put your hand in back of the speaker, cup your hand so you can hear the sound really good, because otherwise the sound is very difficult to hear.